Sometimes people do not realize what they have until someone else sees it. As a gatekeeper, you were supposed to help to bring out the best in people. Probably want to believe that in every human being there is that good trait. Today we want to focus majorly on kingdom gatekeepers. Hello and welcome to this new and exciting episode. I know most of you coming to this video want to know exactly who is a gatekeeper, and am I possibly one, and have I missed being a potential gatekeeper because of not knowing who they are? Yes, if that's you, then you're in the right place, and we're going to demystify the myths or maybe the confusions around gatekeeping and exactly what gatekeepers should do and must do to exploit the full potentials that they are meant to achieve. So welcome again. It's been a while, and thank you for coming over to view this video. We're going to talk about this in a detailed manner so that at the end of it all you can walk out smiling, understanding and realizing what you should do as a gatekeeper, especially if you've not walked in that path before. Just like ancient gatekeepers who made sure to check the kind of people going through a city's gate or a city's wall or a city's territory. More of the same principle applies in modern gatekeeping, and gatekeeping here has several meanings, but today we want to focus majorly on kingdom gatekeepers, those people who have been set in positions of advantage to help bring other people to the other sides of victory, the other sides of gain and the other sides of potentials. So gatekeepers are potentially the people that link you to the opportunities that you so far wish to achieve. So gatekeepers are those people set in these positions of advantage to help hold our hands to the other sides of those opportunities that we so want. They are the people who will link us to the other people who have resources, the other people who have power and authority that we may so much need to achieve whatever it is that we are pursuing in life. You know, everyone wants to meet the gatekeeper in their life who will hold their hands. But what if you are the gatekeeper who's responsible for someone else's success? What if you're the person someone is looking up to so that they can cross to the other side of victory? How do you know that you are the gatekeeper? How do you know that maybe you've been sitting on to the potential of helping people? You've been laying yourself low, but in real essence, you're the person people are looking for to cross to the other side of victory. This video is mostly going to help us understand the signs of what a gatekeeper does and who is a gatekeeper, and actually how can you not be so blind in this role so that you may help so many people to cross the other side of their victory in life. So stay tuned, let us learn. So the first sign that you are a gatekeeper is that you actually see the good in every situation. You see the good in opportunities and in everyone, and despite the fact that other people will see failures or see the disadvantages in this situation, you are always geared towards seeing the good in situation. And why is this an important sign that you are a gatekeeper? This is so because as a gatekeeper, you are supposed to help people to bring out the best in them. Sometimes people even do not realize what they have until someone else sees it. And as a gatekeeper, it's your role and your duty to help people identify their goodness, their strengths, and the things that normally people will not see in them. You probably want to believe that in every human being there is that good trait, that good character that God placed, that good thing in them, that good fruit that will bring forth some profits to everyone else around them and to the world at large. So you as a gatekeeper, it's always your desire to identify these good fruits in people and to help them, nourish them, and to bring them into light. And since you're in a position to help and nurture these things, you somehow and somewhat know someone else who needs such talents in these people, and you're the link between these two. So the person who needs the gifting in this person and the gift owner who didn't even realize that they had the gift. So one of your characters, one of the things that will show you are actually a gatekeeper, is that you always desire to see goodness, the goodness in people. And this leads to the second point, where gatekeepers solve problems. After seeing good in people, of course, they will not want to leave them in the state and the conditions that they are in. So gatekeepers are these people who, even in the smallest of instances, they will come up with temporal solutions, maybe to help make situations better for the time, as they work for the long-term solution of whatever it is that causes the problem. They analyze the root causes of events and things, and want to come up with lasting solutions, like maybe you need to change the processes of how you do things, you need to make a different turn of your life. They will advise on how to go about different life decisions, so that you do not end up in the same recurrent and redundant situations that maybe you've been into. Gatekeepers are the people you'll meet them and you'll feel a change. You'll meet them and feel there's something changing to the positive in your life. They'll help you to see the light that you've so long not seen. They're the people who will guide you towards God. Maybe they will guide you towards the knowledge that you've so much not interacted with, that have kept you in darkness. Gatekeepers might not look like people who have solutions. They might look clueless, but what they are doing, they're building foundation to help establish the root cause of problems. They're building foundation to help curb the real enemy in every situation. So at the beginning, things might look shambled, confused, and not amounting to much, but at the end of it, they know their plans, and when these things start to now eventually bringing in fruits, you will understand why they went through the processes of building foundation and laying foundations around the problem, so that at the end of it all, it could bring the solutions that so many will marvel and be happy about. So gatekeepers are solution providers, and they do this tactically in a way that not many will understand at the beginning, but with time, you will see solutions and you will appreciate the processes that they took. And now point number 3, which now many people are wondering, how are gatekeepers doing all these things? How are they solving problems? And how are they making situations better? This is because gatekeepers, they have resources. Gatekeepers are people who are blessed, who are in businesses, who are blessed with resources to help bring people from this other side to the other side of the processes of their journeys. So being resourceful and being able to manage resources is an indicator that you are actually a gatekeeper. The fourth indicator that you're actually a gatekeeper is that you value people and relationships more than you value money and resources. This is very coming out now very clearly, because of course we've seen God has already given us the resources. You have the resources, so those things don't really matter to you anymore as a gatekeeper. What matters is the people and the relationships that you are sent to call to light. That's why you'll see gatekeepers will do all they can to make sure that these people they are sent to, they win them over. They'll make sure that they help these people regardless of how stubborn these people are. You know, sometimes people maybe you're sent to help think you are in it for your own gain, but as a gatekeeper, you'll work your way out in every open opportunity that they give you to reach them, to access them, so that you can build something that glorifies God and also helps them eventually to realize that you are actually called to help them. So as gatekeeper, the fourth indicator that you are a good one is when you pursue good and long-lasting relationships and nurture them to growth. And these relationships, they must be relationships that do not drive you away from God or drive you away from your purpose or drain you. They are relationships that are giving you the strength and are giving you the purpose, the realization that you are actually achieving your purpose and doing what God called you to do. And finally, gatekeepers are patient people. These are people who, as we've already seen their nature, they will settle at nothing until they realize the aim and the purpose they came for. So they are patient. They will work their way through the process, no matter how long it takes. They will want to believe that this situation will bring a positive outcome. They will want not to give up on you. They will not want to give up on anybody else that they are called towards to help. They will push, they will try their best, they will pray, they will use even other people around you to make sure that they have helped achieve the desires of God. So if you're a gatekeeper, you're someone who never relent, you're patient, you understand, you accommodate people's weaknesses and their desires and of growth. But again, gatekeepers also know when to call it quits and also when to decide when it's a lost cause, and then you can focus now on someone else. So do not take, if you have a gatekeeper or a person who is pursuing you in helping you to understand your purpose and everything, you should not take it for granted and think that you'll never ever lose grip of you and that they will stay there forever. They also have their lines, but they are patient. They will be there for you when no other person wants to be. They will help and they will stand in the gap, but they have limits as well, and they will at one point call it all quits and focus their energy on other persons as well. You know, gatekeepers also gain in the form that they get built and they get encouraged and they get transformed by these journeys. So it's a win-win situation in either way. They get that to experience the patience and that God has so much been gracious to show them. It's time that they feel they should take it back to others and invest in other people's lives like other people did in their lives. So as a gatekeeper, the fifth and the last trait that we will discuss today is that you are patient and you are always aimed towards seeing the good coming, no matter what it takes and no matter how long it takes. Do ask yourself, are you a gatekeeper, or have you noticed these signs in someone who is close to you, someone who in your financial circles or in your business or in your corporate world who has exhibited these traits? Did you notice any of these signs? If so, start reflecting upon these signs and work on them. Maybe you are then the gatekeeper someone looks up to progress to the other side. Or maybe that person you've been downplaying is the gatekeeper that wants to take you to the other side of your success. Study these signs. Let's talk in the comment section. See you. Adios.